Hey sis, let me ask you a question, right? So you said something I was very proud of when I heard. You said you don't have any children? And from looking at you, you're probably in your 20s. Can I say that? So you're young. That is such a rare thing. And I'm from the northern cities. Where I come from, that doesn't exist. 9 out of 10 black and Puerto Rican sisters got kids by their 18, 20. That's a wonderful thing you're doing. Be very selective. So Solomon told you about, look, you all young to be my daughter, and I would just say this to you, look, wearing a dress is a good thing, right? But you want to attract the attention of a man that's going to want to take you and to have you when you're 63, when you're 83, and now the looks and things are gone and all the fun young stuff is gone. And you have, it's a process of proving. So the things we're telling you are, keep the dress on, cover up all that. Nobody need to see that. And that's a righteous thing we're telling you. But I'm gonna drop something. Give me Sirach 6. There is this, I've been married for 23 years. Does my wife get on my nerves? You better damn believe it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you something. She's my friend. Sorry, woman. The reason why I say that is because we could argue, but that by an hour later, we talking like nothing ever happened. I've been through the hard times with her. Damn near death. Read.
Book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 1. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy.
Okay, yeah, and let's get to verse 5. In the black community amongst black women, there is a competitive spirit. I could take her man. I could do this. And there's also, it don't even matter if you're dark skinned. If you got wavy curly hair, who she think she is with that good hair? And there's a competitive divisory spirit amongst black women. Instead of, and I'm not saying you personally, but what black women should be looking for is keeping themselves celibate, saving themselves for the man that proves to them that they can be friends for life. And you know what that requires? No sex, no kissing, none of that for a long time. And they did that in the 60s and 50s. Nowadays, with all due respect, I'm not talking about you. These fast hoes out here today, I'm talking about even in the late 90s, they started being with TLC and all of that. They changed the culture for black females. Right. You remember Jody Watley? She's way older. Jody Watley had a song called Friends, and she had a song called Friends. And in the video, Jody Watley never showed, she did, in the beginning of her career, she didn't show stuff. By the end of her career, she started to take stuff off. My point is that conservative is good for you. Conservative values. Watch this, read.
Book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 5.
Listen good. What's your name again? Thou shalt. I want you to listen. Because I'm giving you some advice that fathers.
Sweet language will multiply friends.
Watch this, read.
And a fair-speaking tongue will increase kind greeting.
Sometimes you can get out of situations just by speaking fair. Look, hey, I know that's where y'all want to rock like that, but me, I got to go do this. You understand? Watch this, read on. This is for you. Read.
Be in peace with many.
So you got to be in peace with many people around you. But watch this, sister.
Nevertheless.
What's that mean? Nevertheless means you got to pay very close attention to this. Nevertheless, read.
Have but one counselor of 1,000.
You know what that means, sister? To have one counselor. What does a counselor do for you? Listens to your what? Your problems, your thoughts. Very, very few people you should tell your business to. Everyone else, you be at peace with them. Hey, how you doing? Everything all right? Good. But out of all the, I don't even know 1,000 people personally, right? It's saying there should be one out of very, very, very many that you counsel with, that you tell about your secrets, right? Don't be telling people that they got to prove it. Read on, watch this.
If thou wouldest get a friend,
and this is the part for marriage, you have to learn to value what you have, and it is so valuable that it is being saved for a friend that will appreciate it when you're 33, 43, 53. Do you understand that? And that's what we're trying to teach you. Right now, the body you have at 23 will be the best of your life. Once you get in your 30s, it will not be what it was when it was 20. When you're in your 40s, it will not be what it is. So right now, value what you have.
Right.
Because your mind can go stronger and stronger with the right man. So we're showing you conservative. Cover up everything. The dress is right? The fact that you don't have a baby, I love it.
Right.
I love it, sis. And it don't mean that consensual, casual sex. That means, like I told you, and I'm going to tell you straight, keep your mouth off of other men and other women. Hopefully you're not doing that. And keep, let me say this because I got a PG in. Keep your private area 100% private at all times.
Right.
Meaning, nigga, keep the hell out. You got to be like that. You got to push dudes back.
That's right.
They don't deserve it unless they're willing, and they gotta prove you too. For example, how many black people you know before they, let's think about it, this goes for everybody, that will actually, before they lay and have relations, will they'll actually get an STD test before engaging in that sexual activity? Nobody. You know, we tell our congregants, our sisters in the congregation, check this out. We recommend that they got to know the man for 1 year first before they even think about marrying. So after a whole year of proving each other, talking to each other on the phone, when they go out, you ever heard the term double date? You ever heard that? What is a double date? So say me and my wife go out, there's a man you're interested in, but you want to prove him, and we want to make sure that you are holding true. So a double date is, yo, we're going to sit right next to you. Oh, what y'all doing over there, huh? Because you ain't ready for that. Okay, that's called, read it again.
If thou wouldest get a friend.
Does this sound foreign to you? Yes, it does. Read it again.
If thou wouldest get a friend.
If you want a husband, or for that matter, if you want a best friend, a BFF, don't tell her everything. You got to prove her. But this is talking about a husband. Don't you want a husband one day? Don't you want to be a mother and a grandmother? You want to be a generation.
Right.
And it comes to you got to leave this world. You got to come out of this world, sis. This world teaches you, Cardi B and all these other black sisters that are pretty ladies, but they're teaching the wrong things to the black youth.
Right.
The Bible is teaching us dress modesty. The Bible is teaching about celibacy is great.
Right.
Read on.
If thou wouldest get a friend.
You want a husband, he got to be your friend, right? You agree with that? Read on.
Prove him first.
What does that mean to prove a man? Number one, sister, he got to have a job, and he got to be at that job for a while. Number two, guess what? You got to know his mind. Hey, if we did get married, how many kids would you have? And for you are actually a prize. Because a lot of black men right now are looking for sisters like you, because they have other sisters that are nice looking ladies. They got 2, 3 kids, but 2 different babies' daddies. No one's gonna get a bag of drama with you. Do you understand that? They get to, and I say this PG, they get to start a family with you, and there's no other exterior family or step cousins, or, you know what I'm saying? That's excellent. So now I don't know if you've had sex before, I hope you're a virgin. If you're not, I don't care. Well, I do care. Don't lay with nobody else. Nobody should be kissing up on you. Nobody should do nothing. As a matter of fact, if I had a towel, I'll give it to you.
Right.
So you can cover up.
Right.
Because that's what a father would do for his daughter.
Right.
That's what a father would do. Hey, I'm not trying to beat you up, right? I'm trying to tell you the truth. Read it again.
If thou wouldest get a friend.
That husband that you want to grow old with one day, that y'all gonna have an argument or two, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have a family. You understand? You're a rare sister. Read on.
Prove him first.
Prove him first. Watch what the Bible says. Read on.
And be not hasty to credit him.
What does that mean? It says, be not hasty to credit him. What does that mean?
I'm not afraid to give him his credit.
No, let's think about it. If I'm hasty, what does hasty mean?
I don't know.
Okay, let me tell you. Hasty is when you move too quick. Being hasty. If you're hasty to get out of the house, you move, make haste. You rush him. Read it again.
And be not hasty.
Don't be too quick, sister. Read.
To credit him.
What is the credit that he wants the most from you? Is it your conversation? I'm talking about most niggas in the world. What credit could you give them that they most want? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. A credit card has to go into a credit card slot. They only want to insert their credit. Don't give them no credit access. Read it again.
If thou wouldest get a friend,
You want a husband, and you don't got any children. Excellent, sister. You know black women will make fun of you. If anything, you should be celebrated. Because they wish they could be you. Got 4 babies, daddies by 4 separate men.
Right.
You don't want to be in that stat, sis. Read.
That's right.
prove him first.
Prove that, brother. This is why you need to be among a bunch of believers that are going to tell you. How many brothers you ever met, like Solomon, that told you, sis? How many men ever told you, you should cover more up? How many men told you that before? Good, those are righteous men. And you got a couple more, cover up. Be conservative. That's good that you have no kids. Take your time. You need to come around believing Israelites. The sisters that are around where we at, all of them. My wife, shoot, man, my wife, you don't think she might wear that around the house if she, intimate ties, about it. No one else would ever see something like that. So, and I don't mean no disrespect, but my point is that his wife, my wife, his wife, that big tall brother right there, all of their wives, they wear dresses way down to their ankles.
That's right.
And we don't know what the shape of I don't know what the shape of his wife is because I really can't see it.
Right.
Because she covers it up.
Right.
You understand?
That's right.
And you should be around brothers and sisters like that. That's why we in New Orleans. We actually in Slidell right now. And we your father figures. We want to see you get right. We want to see you marry somebody that's going to be a husband for life. Not use you for the commodity. The commodity you have right now is youth.
Right.
That's your commodity.
Right.
33, sis, 43, 53. There's a thing called gravity.
Yep.
And you know what gravity does, right? It brings you down. Things start to sag. Look, I'm balding, this and that. My wife make fun of me. You're bald, you're going gray, whatever. But guess what? That's my friend. She can say that about me. Now, I don't like it when she says it, but whatever. Read it again.
If thou wouldest gain friend,
We're laughing, but we dead serious. All this is commodity. This is the prime real estate that must be fortified with a fence around it so no one can see what is there. And then you need to guard that conservatively until you find a man that's going to value you and take you for the rest of your life. Read on.
prove him first,
You got to prove that, brother. Read on.
and be not
A
hasty.
Negro can only try to act righteous, but for so long, sis. You understand that? Read on.
And be not hasty to credit him.
So the hastiness to credit is, this is why you sisters, oh girl, I just met him. I had a sister say this one time. Girl, I'm gonna make him wait. I'm gonna make him wait 3 weeks. And then the other sister says, girl, you gonna make him wait that long? He might lose interest. 3 weeks? How about you make him wait a year and 3 months? Okay, read on.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
What you think that is? Some man is a friend to you for his own occasion. What is the occasion that a man would seek with you at this point at 23 years old with no kids? What is the occasion he's seeking with you? It's sex. This is called it what it is. Read on, watch this.
And will not abide in the day of trouble.
Read it from the top. I want you, young lady, to explain this to us. And I know you can because you're smart. You know why I know you're smart? And I hope you didn't have no damn abortion. Thank the Lord. You didn't have no abortion? Oh, beautiful. Good. Because a lot of women don't have kids. Thank the Lord, and I don't mean to insult you, but some of these sisters got no kids that have abortions. Read it again.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Some man is, you're hasty to credit that brother, right? And now he's a friend for his own occasion. Guess what he does? Watch this. Come on.
And will not abide.
Oh, now what?
Abide.
Abide means to stick around. You ever heard that term, abide by your side? Read it again.
And will not abide.
I'm not going to stick around. Come on.
In the day of trouble, of thy trouble.
What's the day of thy trouble for you? Think about it. Why? Because as a mother, you got to stop working. Now you have to become the caregiver. Now you have to think about childcare. How are you gonna raise them? And a lot of them other niggas got 3 other babies' mother, and they just rolling around. So the point is this: get a plan, prove him first. Don't be hasty to credit him. You need to be around believers. I'm telling you. Read on.
And there is a friend who being turned to enmity.
Now, he was not saying nothing to you, but sweet niceness things to get into the credit slot. Now that he got his own occasion, watch what this nigga does now. Watch.
And there is a friend.
And this friend, you thought he was your friend, you proved him too quickly. Read on.
Who being turned to enmity.
Wait, what does it mean it's turned to enmity? The definition of enmity is hatred. How does he go from loving you, kissing on you, telling you everything you want to hear, and now he got his own occasion, now he turns to enmity, turns to hatred towards you. He got what he wanted, and he don't care about no kid. But a righteous man, oh, that's my son? We gonna have a family? I'm gonna become a dad? Then the father start planning the future. I gotta get ready to teach him how to ride a bike. All these things, that's the man you want. And you're not gonna find one of these guys in this world. It's very hard. Read.
In strife will discover thy reproach.
And he's gonna start to reproach you. I never did like you anyways. And you hear brothers say that to 24-year-old women after they get pregnant. Now, Hebrews 13:4, we're gonna close out. So hey, you learned today you're an Israelite. You are an Israelite, sis. You're not Black American, you're 12 tribes of Israel. You need to dress conservative. The message is to put more clothes on. We were trying to tell you what to look for and how to prove a man. Don't be hasty to credit a man. And that with age, count your beauty. Well, this is the most prettiest you ever gonna be in your life. And ask a woman, ask a 43-year-old woman and what she would do if she could be 23 again. The bottom line is this: sis, protect that commodity. Save it. You might have to wait 2-3 years. Get a man that's going to marry you, has to have a job, put you in a house, have a plan for the family. And there's a lot of black men that are looking for that. But you have to come with the right package. And that package is learning how to be righteous. Learn how to keep the commandments of the Lord. You understand that? Read.
Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4.
Last scripture for you, all right?
Marriage is honorable in all.
So marriage is honorable in all. So adultery and the sins of rappers talking about So I Creep and all that stuff in the 90s, they write songs about adultery. That's evil. Read on.
And the bed undefiled.
So once you decide to get married, whatever you decide to do between you and your husband, that's a private affair of wonderful times between you and that man behind closed doors, and nobody needs to know about it at all. Read on.
But whoremongers.
A whoremonger is a brother, like Solomon said. He break the laws of marriage. He'll do anything with anybody. Old, young, fat, short. Okay, read.
And adulterers.
Yep.
God will judge.
And so that's why, sister, don't ever try to go for no married man. A lot of times they take their wedding ring off, they try to play the part, they're looking for a side piece. If you prove a man right, it will surface who he really is. If you prove him and wait a long time, value what you got. You understand that? You got any questions before we get out of here? Don't lie. You got any questions? You're a very nice young woman. You have a nice position of disposition. You're not combative. Most black women are very combative. You're very nice spirited. So we got an address. You come to the school. Come to the school and learn about other sisters that teach you how to be a daughter of Sarah. Yes. We welcome you to come to the school.
That's right.
All right. Thank the Lord you got no kids.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. And